Well, hello everyone. This is the Abundance Oracle here to talk to you about the storm coming across the United States and how it might wipe out some of our power. But no power, no problem if you follow this upcoming checklist that I have, and you can turn a nice warm cup of cozy sipping hot chocolate into a vacation instead of being all traumatized by losing your power. So, ready? Here we go. This is a pre-storm checklist to organize for your vacation. We're not going to think of it as a traumatic event. It's going to be our winter vacation. It may be freezing outside your home, and your water pipes are not going to be happy if they freeze and break, and you won't be happy either. So everyone needs to know how to shut off their water supply to your home. Hunt down that water valve and the shut off. It's sort of like it's not a knob, it's a long thing. And as soon as you find your water shut off valve, make sure you label it so next time you can find out where it is when you need it. When I lose my power and it's freezing, I turn on my faucets an itty bitty amount just so I can keep enough water dripping out and flowing so that it doesn't freeze my pipes. But if it gets cold outside for a long enough period of time, then what I do is I shut off my water to the house, and I make sure that if a pipe freezes, it won't cause a whole flooding of all my house. I also open the cabinet doors under the sinks to let warm air get in near the pipes to keep them from freezing. Okay, number 2, fill up some pots and pans so you have water to drink. Wash yourself and dishes. Enough water so you can keep your kitchen clean and sanitized. Number 3, find your backup portable generator. Honda has a great dual fuel one. If you don't have one yet, I have one with an electric battery start, which is super easy for us females, even though I've got the muscle to pull that cord. It takes me many pulls to get it going. So set your power generator up so that it's ready to go, so you don't have to worry about, oh, did I put the battery in? Did I not put the battery in? Do I have enough gas, etc. Find your battery storage for portable electricity so that it's safe inside. For example, a Goal Zero is super easy, and because it's heavier, I suggest you buy the rolling cart. There's also some with Patriot Supply and Jackery, come recommended by my friends. Plug it in, top off the charge while there's still electricity running to your house, and make sure that you get it back to 100%. I have a lithium battery which holds on to charges very well, but over time, if you don't replenish them, then it does slowly drain out your power. All right, and finally, make sure you have backup batteries in different sizes for backups that you might need in whatever items you own. Position all these backup things in convenient spots and make sure someone in your family besides you knows how to use these helpful problem solvers. Test your batteries in the flashlight. Fill your lanterns if you have liquid lanterns. Candles. Do you know where your lighters and matches are? Make sure they're all working and keep your phones charged. Number 4, how will you cook a tasty meal? This is a vacation. This is not a traumatic experience when the power goes out. So this is where you're going to start thinking, ooh, tasty meal. I must admit, I do like pre-cooked Lloyd's barbecued ribs from BJ's, but I'm just saying. Check and refill your barbecue propane tank at a hardware store, gas station, Lowe's, or our Home Depot does it as well. Some other ideas, instead of just the barbecue grill, you can use a propane indoor butane stove like Shine Star. Shine Star has a good little, more like for professional chefs, but it's a great one to look up. You can use a camping stove like most people do, by Coleman, which is tried and true and works really terrific. You can get those all off Amazon if you want. Do you have a fireplace like mine? I have a swinging, can you see it? Swinging pot. So I can put in pre-made soups, melt some snow. I can handle practically everything in that pot, but you do need to practice in advance. Don't think that you're going to be a pro at it if it's your first time out. Okay, where did I leave off? I got to pay attention to my notes here. Okay, if you're going to use your outside fire pit, make sure it has a grate for the top, and make sure you have pots and pans that aren't going to get ruined outside on your fire pit. You might also want to consider buying some marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate for making some s'mores. Fondue pot with sterno. That's if you have all adults. That might be really nice to have your next door neighbors over for dinner when they lost their electricity. You'll be a hero. Okay. If you have meat in the fridge, pre-cook the meat and put it back in the fridge so it'll be much easier just to heat up instead of going through a whole big process of cooking it. The possibilities are endless if you just think ahead. Okay. Number 5, battery operated radio. Is it working? Do you have backup batteries? I own a Panasonic I bought off of Amazon. It comes very quickly in the mail. They drop it at your front porch. And it's also great, here's your vacation theme, for dancing in the dark. Remember, once again, this is a vacation, not a traumatic power outage. Number 6, heat. If you have a wood fireplace for heat, stack the wood close to the house and cover it with a tarp to keep the snow and rain off. I have found that Odd Lots, which is near us, Harbor Freight, Home Depot, and Lowe's all sell tarps, bungee cords, and rope to hold down your tarps. Sometimes I just take a big rock and put it on the corners, and that's sufficient if it's not going to be really windy out. You'll figure it out. Just get some of these supplies as a backup. Okay. What about a lighter and matches to be able to start your outdoor fire pit? Do you have enough of those? If it's windy, you might need a lighter, and make sure that the lighter fluid inside the lighter is not on the last little bit. Make sure there's enough for you to go through a week if you had to go through a week. Just remember, Canada, when they had that big ice storm and the cold, then after that, they lost their power for over 2 weeks. Oh, let's hope we don't get that. Okay, okay, lighter and matches. You got to be able to start a fire inside and out. Remember the romance part. Remember, here's my theme. Vacation, vacation, vacation. If you have a propane Mr. Buddy heater for indoor heat, double check your propane supply, and don't forget a converter hose if you don't already have one. That allows you to use a 20-pound propane tank to make the Mr. Buddy heater work. And it takes approximately, on low, not on really high, but on low, one 20-pound tank will get you through one day. So you might want to have a couple of those propane tanks, especially if you're going to be cooking on your barbecue grill. So just figure some of these things out in advance so you're not stuck without what you need. Okay, number 7, find out where your emergency shelter is located in your town in advance. You don't want to run out of battery in your phone, as your mother might call to find out how your vacation is going and to make sure everything is just fine. Number 8, a thermos ready to keep your hot water warm for storage. Hot cocoa outside, you need a thermos. And also the beach thermos or case or whatever you call it, I don't even know, that you pull. have that ready just in case it's getting too warm inside and your freezer isn't keeping cold enough. So you can take and put all that inside a thermos, a beach thermos, and put it outside in the snow, and it'll keep it nice and frozen. Okay, yes, ice cream sundaes will be great for bribing the kids to behave. You got to think ahead, like vacation. I used to drizzle warm maple syrup on snow. It always worked great for me and my kids. And it's not so messy. And they love the taste. Okay, do you have a cooking pot suitable to use on an outdoor barbecue grill or next to your fireplace? Just contemplate that. Number 9, pull out extra comforters, snuggly blankets, fuzzy socks, soft slippers. Remember, it's easier to keep a small place warm. If you need to bring your tent in to the living room to make it an adventure, it will stay warmer inside the tent than it will be in a large room. Or you can build a fort for your kids by putting a blanket over a table to keep underneath the table warmer. Add a sleeping bag and you have a pretend we are in Alaska vacation for them. Just remind them to stay in the fort because sometimes bears come out at night. You see, you take care of mama and you take care of the kids. Pull out the board games, books, paper, and pens to write or draw pictures. We used to like to play hangman. Keep your family busy and happy during this time. Is your bike in good condition in case you need to go someplace and the car ran out of gas? Do you have enough cash under your mattress? Because if the banks are closed, the ATMs may not be working and you might need to pay cash for the local 7-Eleven or whatever so you can get a little extra milk. Do you have a backup gas can filled with gas? If you do, make sure you put in stable, S-T-A-B-I-L. It will allow you to keep the gas in your gas storage container for about a year to a year and a half. It's great stuff. It only takes a little bit, so you don't have to buy a gallon or anything. It depends upon how many gas cans you have filled. And I think they sell metal ones if you're going to do it for long. A jerry can. I think jerry cans were from the United States Marines and things. But they come in plastic now as well. Heavy duty plastic, so they'll last over a year. Remember, the ice storm in Canada had power out for 2 weeks and some locations even longer. We all think that can't happen to us, but better to be organized for a long vacation just in case if it does. I wish you all the best on your vacation. Enjoy it. This is the Abundance Oracle. Like and subscribe for more fun ideas during challenging years to come. Thanks for coming. Bye.